This is Smith Family Bookstore on Willamette Street in Eugene, Oregon, and it's a local institution. I've been coming here since the late 90s when this was its second location. The original, in operation since 1974, used to be on the University of Oregon campus, but closed in 2019 when the opportunity to expand and remodel arose at the Willamette location. And while it's more open and bright and there are still some little stacks of books on the floor here and there, I do miss the crazy piles of them in every aisle and the racks of old magazines I rummaged through in a desperate search to find old interview magazines with Leonardo DiCaprio on the cover. But I'm glad Smith Family Bookstore is still here, providing a huge inventory of books at great prices and also a good supply of nostalgia and mutual love of books and reading. If there's a book you're searching for, 99% of the time you will be able to find it at Smith Family. So when I had a couple of books and specific editions in mind for my summer reading list, I knew I had to go to Smith Family first. At the top of my list was Joan Didion's The White Album. If you watched my video and browsed with me at the Rose City Book and Paper Fair, you know I saw a beautiful copy of it for $75. That was out of my budget, but I knew Smith Family would likely have a newer paperback edition of the same cover. And look, here it is, new and 10% off. Second, I was on the hunt for a book by Ruth Reichl, a restaurant critic, editor, and food writer. I wanted one of her memoirs, and while I didn't find the exact one I wanted, I decided to start with her first, Tender at the Bone. I normally like to read food writing in the winter months, but I'm going to forge ahead and try to break free from the confines of exclusively seasonal reading. I think this will help me get back to reading more often. And now I will contradict that last statement with this third book. I wanted a summer book about a summer vacation house and stumbled upon one by George Howe Colt titled The Big House, A Century in the Life of an American Summer Home, which could not sound more perfect. And of course, Smith Family had a couple in stock. I could have kept wandering the aisles all day, and perhaps on my next visit I won't have a list and will let the books find me instead. Either method of book shopping is enjoyable, and you're guaranteed to discover just what you wanted or something entirely surprising at Smith Family. There was one other book on my list that I wanted to try to read this summer, but before I went to the bookstore I checked my own bookshelves. Sure enough, my partner already owns a copy of 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, which is one that I've wanted to read for a long time and finally want to get to this summer. So these are 4 books on my summer reading list, and since it's already a few days into the official summer season, I better get started. Happy summer and happy reading!